Right. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Adam Sestoluatomisi and this is sharing my story with Esther. So guys, today on the show I have two guests, two persons with disability with me on the show today. So I brought them and we are sharing a story of our struggles with relationships, as in with our disabilities. Is that a right word? As in, we are sharing a story of our struggles relationship for persons with disability. So, Sister Kemi, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, my name is Oluwakemi Aladesomi and I'm a wheelchair user.
Okay, my name is Akalade Nike. I'm a visually impaired person.
Okay, visual impairment means she's blind, and you guys know I'm blind as well. Okay, so let me start with me. I remember when I was much younger. I was a teenager at that time, and something happened, and this woman was saying to me that she knew what would happen to me. Like the possible things that could happen to me is when my sister would grow up and she'll get married, that she would just take me to her husband's house and they'll be taking care of me. Like that was the best thing that she thought that could happen to me. She didn't think any better thing could happen to me in this life. And the first time I got into a relationship, I was about 24 at that time. For my personal life, I just didn't want to go into relationship, even though I had something that looked like a relationship at that time. So the person traveled abroad, and yeah, we cut ties. And when I eventually got into a relationship at that time, I had, oh my god, I almost started thinking that what that woman said to me was the ultimate. So when I got into a relationship with this person, he was a very responsible person, a matured person. He was, in fact, he was the best of the best. Yeah. Okay, like he was so good. He was so good, as in for a first time. He was so good, and the one major struggle I had was with his people accepting me. It was unbelievable to them that their son would just come one day with a blind woman. Like, who does that? Like they believe that their son is a graduate, is everything, he should get someone better, and me being the blind person was a no for them, and we were struggling it. And you know, I just thought that okay, the mother would come around with time, and this woman would she would give me attitude. I'll greet her. I will greet her and she'll be answering me so on several occasions the son will give me phone to talk to his mom whenever we are together, and whenever the mom called, he will now hand the phone over to me that she talks to the mother. Like, I mean, this was a serious relationship that I had visited his people, he had visited my own people as well. So, you know, like struggling with that for 3 years, and there is something, okay, no. So the mom, she made it like so obvious that she didn't want me. So there was this time he invited me to their place, to their hometown, and they had a function. So when I got there in the middle of the night, I was sleeping, and I heard a conversation going on, and these people didn't know I was awake. His aunt that came from somewhere else now called him. I was like, "Sorry, like, is your brain intact? Do you know what you are doing? Of all the people in the world, you mean you brought a blind woman to the house?" And the woman was now saying, "You mean if I come all the way to visit you and your wife in Lagos, I will now still be the one to enter kitchen and cook, to wash clothes, and what that?" Like, she didn't believe that I could do all of those things, me that I'm a chef. So she didn't believe that it's possible that I'll be able to do all of those things. Like, they were just saying a lot of bad things about me. And when he was now trying to convince them that no, she's not who you think she is, she can actually do all of these things, and you know, the woman said, so is that why she's on colored attachments? Is that why she's on trousers? She was just looking for a point to disqualify me as a wife. Like, I was not deserving. So at the end of the day, you know, after 3 years, one day I just called him and I said, "I don't think how I would be able to do this anymore. If your mother won't tolerate, if your mother will still be thinking that I'm not good enough for you after 3 years, so it means I will never be able to convince her." And me, I have pride. That's the truth. I have pride. I believe that I believe that I'm deserving. I believe that I have everything that it takes to be everything that somebody wants. So I'm not ready to impress anybody, to like me, to accept me. And that was, yes, that one mistake I was making was I was making it so obvious to them that, you know what, whether you people want to tolerate me or not, I'm not going to impress you people. Like I was so I didn't hide it. I knew that the mom didn't want it, and I was not ready to impress them. So that's one of my stories. So Sister Kemi, can you hear from you?
Yes. Actually, um, relationship matter for me. It has been an up and down thing, because I remember when I was, I think, 22. My uncle came to the house. And he was like, "Oh, do you think you can get married like this?" And I was like, "Wow." That day, I felt like, really bad. I felt like a piece of shit. And but my parents, they were there to actually encourage me. I remember my first relationship in a very long time, because I stayed single for a very, very long while after my first relationship. After my first relationship, after I stayed single for a very long while, I was in a relationship with a guy, and what the guy said to me was, it was really, really, really painful. He said, among all the girls I knew, I was the lowest, the smallest. I'm like, wow.
Wait, did they mean age?
No, not age, like status, status and everything. I was like, wow. And while I was in the relationship with this guy, it doesn't allow me to visit him in his house. He'll be like,
Wow.
oh, he doesn't want to stress me.
Wow.
Don't worry, I'll be the one to come. I'll be like, okay, if you don't want me to come to your house because it's not with you accessible, why not meet at a restaurant or anywhere, or at the park? He'll be like, no, let me.
You probably didn't want people to see you together.
Exactly.
Wow.
But before I could get before I could get that, well, that's what he's trying to say. It got too late. And when I asked him, it was like, among all don't you know that among all the girls that he know, I'm the smallest, I'm the least. I was like, wow. And that was how it broke up. And
Wait, you didn't say anything to him? Jesus! I will belittle him as well.
I could not even say anything. I was just short of words.
And when you now these people like saying something to him. No one will do that to me and go scot-free. Like I will say things to him that he will even be saying, Father, even make me blind,
Although the truth is, my friends tried to call me, but I mean, to me, I was like, let me just let him go. Like,
exactly,
he does not deserve.
Exactly, he's the one that didn't deserve you.
Yes, exactly.
So he was making you feel like you were not the one. You are the one that didn't deserve him.
Exactly.
And if you look at most of these people that are saying people do not deserve them, they don't have anything. Like, yes, they do not. So when they cannot achieve so many things with regular people with able body, they come to persons with disability and they want to show their ego.
Exactly.
So that's where they have power. Like they feel like they have strength. They think persons with disability will want to succumb to everything they say, and when they see that it's not working, they want to say things to you that will make you want to bow to their pressure. Some of them even want to be collecting money from you. Do you know that happens as well?
Yes. I remember I dated a guy one time, and the guy is always asking for money. And at first I was going to send it because I thought it does not really happen. Until when my friends were telling me that, oh, this guy that is always asking money from me, don't you think he's just collecting money from me? And
can you imagine?
Oh, that could be true. That could be true. So it has been an up and down thing. But to be honest, there are good guys out there, because I've met good guys.
Yes.
To be honest, I've met good guys, and they are really, really nice. They are really, really caring. Even I was even chatting with one man, and he was telling me that when I was telling him about the relationship struggles I've had in the past and everything, he advised me, said I should make sure I should not date or marry a Nigerian man, because they will not know my
your what
exactly. That I should, if I want to date anybody or get married to anybody,
wait for a white man.
Exactly, that's what he said.
Wow.
And to be honest, somebody who was telling me that, oh, like white people, they don't really care about people on the wheelchair and everything. But the truth is, it's not only white men.
Yes.
There are good
Yes,
Nigerian guys
I have met a lot of. I will still
That's
come.
the
I will still come to. I will still share that experience that I have with so many great guys that I've come across. So let's hear from Nike.
Okay, so actually for me,
Can you speak louder?
actually for me on relationship matter, well, I don't think I have experienced any challenges like that. Yes, I don't think so actually.
Bado.
It's not about being a bado. Actually, it's not about that. Because okay, if not for sometimes, maybe my mom and I get talking, and she's like, um, "Can you not get married to a sighted person?" And I'm like, "Why not?" I said, "Why not? Why can't I get married to a sighted person?" I don't know other blind people out there that are married to sighted persons.
Exactly.
So what will make me different from them? So definitely I can. So, and for my relationship so far, well, I've dated many sighted. I think even one or two. I can't really remember now. And for that one, I discovered that because he realized that I'm this soft-hearted person when it comes to giving out. So he started taking advantage. At some point, I realized that it was just after
The money
I was always like
Giving
spending
him.
on him every now and then. So I just have to, I have to quit for that reason. So as I said earlier, I have not really experienced any.
Nikki, I
challenges
think
like
I think
that.
you remember this story when we're in Queen's College, because we both attended Queen's College Yaba, Lagos. So our resource teacher then in school was telling us when she wanted to get married, and our aunt was with them. They were doing preparation for the wedding, and our aunt was asking that, "Are we giving the man the full list?" And the mother said, "Yes, we are giving him the full list." And he said, "This man that wants to come and marry, I don't want to mention her name, let's say Mrs. A. This woman that wants to come and marry Mrs. A, don't you think the man is a good man? Do you think we should collect anything from him?" And this woman we're talking about is a first class degree holder. Like, she's so intelligent, she's everything, and just because she has a challenge, somebody is saying they should not collect bride price, they should just give her as in she's free Ankara, she's palliative.
It's funny, to be
they
honest.
should just give her, and she just looked at the woman and said, "Ma, your daughter that just got married, she didn't even finish primary school, she didn't even learn a skill, she's just going empty-handed to her husband's house, and you collected bride price, me that I'm a full package. You attempted to give me out for free." She said the woman didn't stay in that sitting room for more than 10 seconds. She got up and she left. So so many things like this happen. And okay, I remember another one that happened with me. So I got into a relationship with this guy. I'm telling you, as in, this guy has never in his life. I was the first person that I was the first physically challenged person that he was coming across one-on-one. I'm telling you that the way he was handling me, oh my God. There was even a time that I said, I called him, "You'll be seeing this video," and I said, "Bros, like, have you ever felt in some way, because I want to know how you feel about me. If I notice that you do not feel 100% cool, or you are going to look for your type, go on for someone that you'll be cool with. I want someone that will showcase me, because I think I am more than enough." So I asked him, and he said, "That's what is wrong with you?" I said, because of what has happened to me in my first relationship, I don't want to start dating somebody for another 2 years, then his mom will now come and say they don't want a blind woman. So I asked him, and I asked, "What will your parents say?" I just wanted to hear from him, and he was like, "Esther, it's because you don't know your words. That there are people in this life that they don't know what they are worth. That if you know your worth, you never ask a man if he's cool with you. Now, a man that is not even cool with you, why will he even come around for you?" And I was like, okay. So there was the day I spoke with his mom. He was not even the one that called his mom and say talk to Esther, or he called me or something like that. He gave me the mom's number that I should call her. So I called her for Christmas and I was like, I'm Esther, I'm your friends, so and so. And the woman was like, oh my God, happy Christmas. And she was so happy. I'm like, Father, I say thank you. Because I remember the first time I told my dad that I was in a relationship. I told him that in the sitting room. My dad went to his room and I was hearing, Father, I thank you, Lord. And he was saying, Father, I thank you, does this man think that men are not toasting me? Is it because I have not come home with any man, or because they don't hear me talk to man on phone? So maybe they are thinking that Esther will last go and wash her head for her to get a husband. But seriously, the struggles that we still see. Okay, I can remember when I was dating my first my first guy. Do you know that people that were beating their wives, people that their husband will flog them, will still be calling him and be saying, what are you doing with this blind girl? There was this particular man. This man will beat his wife. This man will go, he will get drunk and be bringing different women. Like I don't even, he cannot even toast me. Oh, this same man, and he was still the one telling that my ex, what are you doing with? Kile n se pẹ̀lú Esther, pẹ̀lú ọmọ tí ò ríran. You deserve better, bro. This. And there was a time that we went to Ibadan together, and he just saw his childhood friend, and the friend just came around and gave him a hug. You know, they were seeing each other like after 10 years, and the friend just hugged him and whispered to him that Ibolo tutu rele, Ibolo tutu for you. Do you understand? Like, can you imagine? And I was there and I heard it, like I heard it with my korokoro ears. So, and those ones I'll be using style to collect money from you, I'm telling you. So there was this guy that I had an affair with, and I noticed that he was always using style, I don't know, to ask for me. I'm a very calculative person because I'm a business runner. So it would not be, I shall be doing the little that I would do. So there was this particular day, he said he had issues with something and I supported him, and the following day he just said, babe, I thought you were going to support me with so something. I don't want to mention that thing. And that thing that he said that he thought I was going to, is something that cost almost 50,000 naira. And he said, I thought you were going to support me. I just put my hand on my head and said, Mogbe, shame you to the sugar mom.
No.
Till today. And the following day he upset me and I blocked him, and that was how the relationship ended. I'm sure he was this the video, like, so that's why Esther broke up with me. Yes, that was why I broke up. Is that kind of anything to say?
Well, I just want to say that men out there, they should not they should not think that maybe they are coming to us because of pity. No. Okay, and there are people that have this fetishism for persons with disability.
You mean fetish?
Yes, fetishism. Like they are sexually attracted to persons with disabilities. Like so, and the thing is, in Nigeria, there are men like that. People used to just think it's only just the people outside the country. But in Nigeria, there are men like that, and they are hiding because they don't want their family member to
criticize them. Exactly.
Like I met a guy. Okay. And this guy is that kind of person. Like they call them devotees.
Oh.
He's that kind of person, and I told him that why can't you come out? He said because of he knows his family will not accept him, and the first time he voiced out about it, they had to take him to church for deliverance. I was like, really? Wow. Like, so there are people like that, and I really encourage them to come out. Like we won't discriminate them.
What if they are not our spec?
That's the thing.
Yes, exactly. You say they should come out.
That's true.
That's another thing to talk about.
Exactly.
People think we should not have spec.
Exactly.
I have spec.
We have spec.
See me, I'm short. I don't like short men. Even when I dated a short man before, I used to tell him this one that both of us are short. Like, okay, so that's a joke, but I have spec. Seriously, I'm sapiosexual. I love men that are intelligent. So you cannot just come and say, so you not think I will fall for you. Not lie you. I have my own spec.
We all
so
have our own.
Yes.
People people used to think that, oh, because of we are person with disabilities, so
Yeah.
any man that just comes,
You should just grab
accept
it.
and-
Can you imagine? You should just grab it.
So
Makawai.
so
We have people that we are sexually attracted to.
exactly.
Yes, that is the truth.
Exactly.
It's just like me. Now, I don't do fair men. I don't. And it will be surprising that I don't even see them. But if I know that you are, because okay,
Only
me.
my sisters.
So some of these guys will come around to ask you out, and they're the ones asking you out. For the regular people, I know guys will be chasing after girls, like begging them, trying to impress them. And sometimes in our own case, the guys are even still acting like, I'm helping you, you're blind, I'm helping you. So like we shouldn't disagree. Like when they come for you, you should just say, oh yes, you're in love with me, and you should just be excited. And sometimes it doesn't work like that, because we are human beings and we have our own tastes. Funny, right? I'm sure people are surprised that we have our own taste. Okay.
One thing about some of these sighted people is that it's not as if, okay, some of the sighted people that are sexually attracted with persons with disability, it's not as if some of them actually mean something serious. Some of them, they just want to see how sexually you are. They want
Okay,
to
like
know how,
to know if you can do it.
yes, if you're sexually active, that kind of thing.
Yes, like honestly, yes.
That's what some of them are after. It's not like,
Some of them are just out to satisfy their curiosity. Like when they see you as a person living with disability in their neighborhood, you know when they think about so many things, just say, show my decision. Like, can that person to do that?
can they give birth?
Yes,
Like,
can they do adult
can she
things?
be
Yes.
impregnated?
Yes,
That kind of-
especially if they now know that you are in a relationship, they'll be thinking.
I used to
I mean,
also
Boys,
my
like
friend
that.
was asking me that, how do you now do it? How do I have sex? I was like, am I not the normal person? Like, I don't understand.
Next time when you want to do, just call the person to come and get life experience. The person will. and some of them they just want to like have it in record. Like I've slept with, yes, I've slept with I've punched a blind person before. I mean, I've punched a deaf person before. They just want to like add it to their record. Yes, that because some of these people think that we are so cheap. Like they think that we are so cheap, and anything, yes, like whatsoever they just bring, we just
take it like that.
yes, like so. And so that's why some of them come around. So now coming to know that no, life is not like that. These people, so do not be so disappointed. And that's when some of them will now be trying to bring you down, to talk you down, to make you feel worthless. If they see that, and when they now see that you are you will not have choice than to go.
Exactly.
So yeah.
So it's somehow sincerely, but then keep
Exactly.
Yeah, honest.
And I want to put this straight to people out there that we know our self-worth.
Exactly.
We are worthful people.
Exactly.
Worthy
Like
people.
you not just see me and the only thing that comes to your head is she's blind. What about all that great things that are in my life that I am doing? Like that's the only thing. If you think the only thing that you can use to judge me or to rate my worth is blindness, it means that you are the one that is very worthless. No, but that's actually not an insult, But because if you have worth, you know that you'll be so intelligent and you know like criteria to rate people. Yeah, so it's not just my disability that you'll be using to
measure our
exactly.
our worth. So I mean,
you understand what I'm saying?
Yes,
Yes, I've met highly intelligent people, and when you talk to them, especially with disability, the way they talk is different. The way you talk with these random people, like I don't want to use insulting words. When you talk to random people, you hear the kinds of things that they'll be saying. Like the next thing they'll be, if you want to pray for you, the only prayer that comes out from their mouth is you will find good husband.
yes, they are always like, why?
Yeah, exactly.
Any small thing like this, wow,
You will find
you
good.
will say
Yes,
you will
But
a lot of people when
like,
they want to.
seriously, it's same thing is applicable to them.
A family member was praying for my sister, so she thought my sister was the one with the phone, and she was praying how God will elevate my sister, how God will take her places, how God will bless her business and the work of her hands and everything. And she now said, give the phone to your sister, give the phone to Deborah. And I said, no, she now said give the phone to Esther. And I said that it's Esther that has been with the phone. She now said me more like I don't know. Esther, when the Lord give you husband that will have mercy on you.
Like
Yes. Ọkọ tó máa kànú ẹ, ọkọ tó máa gbà ẹ́ bó ṣe rí, ọkọ tó máa nífẹ̀ẹ́, like see, it's just
like it is not because of we are persons with disabilities. It's not going to be easy for us to get married. Like
yes.
why are they always thinking that way?
Me, I know at least 20 persons with disability that are married with children, and honestly they are I don't know, but I think they are doing so well, more than so many people that I've seen in my life. They are doing so well.
So see, let me say this thing. I don't know, some of these sighted people, maybe because they are not yet maybe because they are not blind, or they are not deaf, or they are not persons
they don't have any
that
challenge.
are using this thing. What they don't know is that actually everybody has their disability.
Yes, everybody has a disability.
We all have our
Yes.
disability.
Yes,
Just
nobody is a complete package.
Yes, everybody have challenges. The
Yeah.
only difference between we and other people is because when they see us, they will see
Yes,
our,
you see my disability.
yes, they will see
But
it.
but
other
you,
people-
before the whole world know you have a disability, they must have dug deep
Yes.
into your life, and your
Yes.
disability might even be
And
eaten
like it might be
deeper.
worse.
Yes,
it might be worse
it might
than
be eaten
us. So
deeper.
that
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just well.
So thank you guys, Sister Kemi, thank you so much for coming. We are rounding up, and
Thank you very much for having me on your show.
Adenike, thank you so much
Thanks for having
for
me.
coming. So guys, I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and if you're watching to this to this very moment, I think you should have subscribed now. So kindly click on the notification bell so that whenever I upload a video, you'll be one of the people to see it first. And kindly like and share my video. Please, we need comments. Please comment. Make
Subscription
comments.
is free and
Yes,
comment is free.
it's free, so that
Just do it.
so that you will see more of this. So guys, I love you. Happy Sunday. Bye.